In 2023, we covered the unsolved case of Tanya Frazier. In 1994, Tanya was a kind, quiet, and responsible 14-year-old who lived in Seattle, Washington. That summer, she was taking a summer school class at Meany Middle School. She was last seen at a bus stop near the school after class on Monday, July 18th, around 11:30 a.m. She did not return home at 6 o'clock that evening as expected. Tanya's mother, Teresa, went to the thrift shop where Tanya worked part-time and had been scheduled to work a shift in the afternoon after she finished her class. However, the other employees at the store told Teresa that Tanya had never arrived for her shift that day. Teresa reported her daughter missing to the police around 7:30 p.m. However, the police did not take Tanya's disappearance very seriously. They classified her as a runaway and did not assign a detective to the case. 5 days later, Tanya's partially clothed body was found at the bottom of a ravine on East Highland Drive. She had died as the result of sharp force injuries to her head and neck and had been sexually assaulted. The medical examiner determined that Tanya had been killed on Wednesday, July 20th, 2 days after she went missing. Tanya's case remained unsolved for 31 years. Then, on November 5th, 2025, the Seattle Police Department announced the arrest of 57-year-old Mark Anthony Russ. The following day, King County prosecutors formally charged him with 1 count of murder in the first degree with a sexual motivation in connection with Tanya's case. Russ had a long criminal record: a 1987 conviction for assault with a deadly weapon, a 1991 robbery conviction, and a series of convictions in 1996 for attempted rape, burglary, and robbery, after he broke into a house to rob it, threatened the house cleaner with a knife, and tried to rape her. Russ was sentenced to life in prison under Washington State's persistent offender law, commonly known as the 3 Strikes Law, following his convictions in 1996. However, he was released from prison in 2021, following state sentencing reform. Russ's DNA was a match to semen found on Tanya's leg. He was identified after a DNA sample collected from him in 1994 was run through CODIS this year. Russ lived near the site where some of Tanya's belongings were found, and his mother lived across the street from Meany Middle School. He matches the description of a man some of Tanya's friends had seen her with on the day she disappeared. Russ's most recent scheduled court appearance on November 12th has been delayed, and he is being held without bail. He remains innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.